action, and it's all about the Talanta Hela football tournament taking place in Nyeri. We now cross over to Clement Masombo, who is in Nyeri. Clement, good afternoon. Yesterday, we had a couple of matches on the cards, and as you had rightly implied that, there are teams such as Homa Bay and Kisii, Nakuru that are trying to make sure that they qualify for the national finals. If you can bring us up to date, what are the results from the matches that were played in the morning, and what should we expect before the tournament comes to an end tomorrow?
Well, good afternoon to you, Robin. Indeed, today we are in day 4 of the Talanta Hela inter-county tournaments that are underway here in Nyeri County, right from Nyeri Complex Primary here. And from yesterday's matches, we saw a number of teams who are really fighting it hard to ensure that they secure that crucial slot of making it to the finals, the national competitions that will be in Nairobi. And today we have some matches underway. Right now where we are on the girls' side, and the match that is being played right now is between Busia County and Migori County. And from the results so far from this particular match that is underway is that Busia have already scored 3-0 against Migori County. And this very Busia is a team that also scored they beat another team 9-0 yesterday. But for us to get full results of the matches that have been played since morning, I will be speaking to Mr. Deuri, an official from the Kenya Academy of Sports, Kenya Academy of Sports, who is also here and will be giving us details of the matches that have been played and what to expect if there are teams that have already been eliminated from the matches that have been played. Thank you, sir, for joining us on KTN News. What are some of the results that you have so far since the matches that were played from morning?
Thank you very much. Today we are playing our 4th day, and for the teams, each team by the end of the day will have played 3 matches. Earlier in the boys' side, the match between Kirinyaga and Uasin Gishu. Uasin Gishu has beaten Kirinyaga 4-1. So Uasin Gishu have done their 3rd match, and they have won all their matches. So they have 9 points. And so from that group, they are as good as qualified for the semi-finals and the finals. The teams that are playing right now at the upper pitch is Nairobi and Kware, who up to now, as they are getting into their 3rd match, they have not accumulated any point. So in that pool, the teams that have hope of qualifying for the semi-finals, Uasin Gishu is already through. Kirinyaga, Madera, both have an equal chance because they have 6 points each. So it will depend on how Madera will play against Uasin Gishu and how Kirinyaga will finish against Kware. The other pitch, the match that is going on now is between Nakuru and Kakamega. The team that wins in that match have a hope of proceeding. Homa Bay is as good as qualified from that pool because they have not lost any match as they are playing their 3rd match today. Right here, Busia is as good as through. They have not lost any match, and even now, the match they are playing against Migori, they are already leading. The first half they are leading 3-0. So indications are that they may win this match. If they win, they are as good as qualified. In the lower side, Mombasa is playing against Ebu, but the team there that is qualified already is Machakos because they have not lost a match. So by the end of today, we shall have known the teams that. In some pools, we shall have known the teams that are proceeding to the next level. Tomorrow will be the last day for the preliminaries, the league basis, and teams tomorrow will be playing their last match for the group stages, so that we determine the winners that are going for the semi-finals on Tuesday.
And so far, we can say maybe let's talk about a team like Kakamega. Of course, most of the football fans expected some very strong match from Kakamega. How is the situation so far for Kakamega?
Kakamega must win the 2 remaining matches. This one that they are playing against Nakuru for them to start any chance, because in the opening match they were beaten by Homa Bay 2-0. So the team that is leading that pool is Homa Bay because they have not lost any match. Kakamega is facing stiff competition from the other teams. Yes.
So from tomorrow, what kind of matches are we expecting? Is it you said some of the pools will be playing their final matches? When are we playing semi-finals?
The semi-finals will be played on Tuesday, starting in the morning, because tomorrow every team is playing their last match for the group stages. So on Tuesday, we shall be having the semi-finals, and then on Wednesday, we shall be having the finals. Yes.
And away from the match results, perhaps as officials, Kenya Academy of Sports, have we witnessed any incident, maybe a team that is fielding a player that is an ineligible player?
Yes, there was a protest against Nyandarua. The protest was that they had fielded players who are playing in the National Super League for women, and that is not allowed in the finals. The verdict was done, and Nyandarua lost. But I'm made to understand that they have appealed against that decision, and right now the appeals body is sitting for that case. Kakamega also had an issue. They fielded an ineligible player, a player who was using a document of another player who was playing for Nakuru. So they may lose their match against Tebu for that anomaly. Yes, we are going to have those two incidences, not any other. Yeah.
And perhaps what is your message to the coaches and other officials who are responsible for maybe engaging in such activities?
I would just make an appeal to the coaches that they just be genuine and credible. This tournament is supposed to give an opportunity for those players who have not had their opportunity to be exposed, because we are having scouts. So you cannot understand why a coach will bring a player who is playing in NSL to this level, because at that level that player is already exposed. So it is very unfair to the talented youths who have not gotten any other opportunity to showcase their talent. So I would just appeal that we be fair. Let us give the genuine talents an opportunity to be exposed. Yes, that will be my call.
Thank you so much, of course. Robinson, that is Mr. Deuri, an official from Kenya Academy of Sports, giving us details about the matches that have already been played and some of the teams that have already qualified for the semi-finals, and of course also highlighting a very important issue where he says that we have had two incidents, that is Nyandarua County and Kakamega County being accused of fielding ineligible players, but for Nyandarua County they already lost the case, and the case is now at the appeal level. The Kakamega County case is still under review, but we will be giving you details of the outcome of the two cases against Kakamega and Nyandarua County. Tomorrow we will be having those final matches at the pool level. Then on Tuesday we will be having semi-finals and finals, and from there is when we will be determining, we will have known which team will be proceeding to the nationals that will be played in Nairobi. Remember, out of the 21 teams that are participating in these Talanta Hela tournaments, inter-county tournaments, only 4 teams from girls' side and 4 teams from boys' side are supposed to proceed to the national level. So it is a very tight competition here at Nyeri County. Robinson.
Well, Clement, of course, before I let you go, I've just seen 2 ladies that were standing behind you, and they looked like they wanted to say something. I don't know. What are the players, taking part in this competition saying? If you can, grab 1 or 2 players who are closer to you to get to hear what they have to say about how the competition has been so far and what the expectations are. Clement.
Well, Robinson, that is very possible. Let me see. I see ladies from Uasin Gishu County here. Karibia hapa tuzungumze nasi. Njoo. Kuja utueleze jina lako, unaitwa nani? Naona unatoka Uasin Gishu. Unahisije mashindano yamekuaje kufikia sasa?
Mashindano kwa majina naitwa Esnas Lebese. Mashindano yamekuwa ngumu, lakini ni kujikaza tu kama mchezaji.
Mechi zenu zimeendaje?
Mechi yetu ya kwanza tulishinda, ya pili tukapoteza, ya tatu tukashinda. Tumengangana tu venye inaweza.
Aya, shukran sana. Let me also pick another lady here. Karibia hapo, tueleze jina lako, unaitwa nani, unatoka timu gani, na mashindano yamekuaje kufikia sasa?
Kwa majina naitwa Yufresha Kasiti, natoka Uasin Gishu County. Mashindano yamekuwa sawa isipokuwa jana tulipopigwa 3-0, lakini leo tumepiga watu magoli 11-1. Sasa tunashukuru kwa yote.
Kwa hivyo mnatumaini kwamba mtaproceed kwenda semi-finals?
Ndio. Tuna matumaini kwa sababu tumebaki na mchuano moja ambayo tuna matumaini tutawin na tuende next level.
Na kufikia sasa umeangalia mechi ambazo zinachezwa, pengine ni timu gani mnaona kama inaweza wapo ushindani mkali?
Ilikuwa mshindano dhidi ya Busia lakini iliisha. Sasa tunangoja kufikana na hao finals.
Wapiga ngapi?
Walitupiga 3-0.
Aya, sawa. Robinson, of course, you've heard from some of the ladies here those are ladies from Uasin Gishu County. They lost 3-0 to Busia County, and just like we had said earlier, Busia County is showing some very good football here because their first match they beat their competitors 9-0. They beat Uasin Gishu 3-0.